When I got a UTI, urinary tract infection. Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne. I don't give advice, suggestions, information, or recommendations. I just share with you my own personal journey and my own personal perspective. And I am not a professional in this area. Okay? So a while back, I got a UTI. Now, I work out every day, and UTIs can happen for any number of reasons. But because I lost a considerable amount of weight on purpose, I wore very tight clothing so that my leotards were tight so they didn't fall down because with the weight loss, my pants were falling down. So I made sure that everything was really tight. And so when I went to the gym, and I do a very hard workout at 65 years old, I would wear these tight pants every day, these tight leotards. And so at some point, and this is what we think may have happened, I got a urinary tract infection. And I have to tell you, it was miserable and it was awful. And I even had some blood in my urine. Of course, I went immediately to the doctor and they prescribed antibiotics. This is the key that I found out. It's got to be the right antibiotic. So they do a urinalysis and a urine culture. And until the urine culture comes back, often they don't really know for sure if the antibiotic that they're giving you is the correct one. So it's important to pay attention to what antibiotic you're taking. And so I went through that. I had not had a urinary tract infection for probably 30 years. Actually, I got one the night before my husband and I were to get married, which we did get married the next day. And I remember having to go to an urgent care clinic 30 years ago, the night before we got married. So, this may sound really something, but after being intimate, I always believe in urinating almost immediately so that any bacteria doesn't get in there. That's what I personally do and have done. And yet, wearing tight clothing, especially, it's important for me to wear cotton and not nylon. And I think I had been wearing some nylon because it was tighter fitting or whatever. It wasn't cotton. And so now I am completely back to wearing cotton underwear, and so that there's air that can breathe in there. And nothing too tight or concealing or constricting. But I can tell you it was an awful experience for me to get a UTI. And I hope that one of the things is that people have good doctors, get the right medical care, and seek out medical attention right away because they can be very, very difficult to deal with. And so I made it through, and I'm so grateful to make it through such an awful ordeal, but it can happen to anyone. It seems to generally happen to women, but I think also men can get them too. So anyhow, I just thought I would come on here and talk a little bit about that. May God bless you, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.